Good evening and welcome. This is The Black Table here for TVC. My name is Mazino Appeal. Of course, you know that already because every single Friday you tune in just to see what it's like in the world of men. We are the snitches. Well, we give out every single thing and tell you what it's like in our world, but we get paid for it, so we are not complaining. In any case, let me welcome to you, or to The Black Table, a very new guest. First time here on the show. His name is Mr. K Solo. He's a producer, TV director, film director as well. K Solo is in the house.
Holla back.
Kule
Akoni.
Akoni.
It's one time, yeah. That's what it is. Holla back. I'm doing it for real, man. That's what's up.
Kule, good to have you here, man.
Same here,
Welcome.
bro.
Bad accent from Dubai or where, I don't know. So,
Oh, Richard, this is not Nigeria now. You want me to go there? You don't start when you can't finish.
it's all
yeah.
good, man.
Yes, boss.
Inside of the day is here with us. Of course, he's the mayor of Agungi. Today, he decided that he was going to bring in an Agbada. But we're like, nah, too much, gang. You can't do this.
Oh, man.
Welcome, gang. Good to have you here.
Great
All
to be
white.
here as usual.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it's been a real busy day. But you know the best way to wrap up your Friday is with the Black Table.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Couldn't put it any better myself. Anyhow, so today we have a very interesting conversation ahead of us. Our main topic would be, what is the role of men in society today? We're going to find out. You guys want to be a part of that conversation, make sure you have the hashtag with you. It's The Black Table on TVC. We always like to know what your opinion is, so please do share with us. But we've got other topics that we'll be talking about before then. Let's take a very short break, and when we get back, we have one of our quick-fire topics. Get your glasses filled. We're about to go on a roller coaster ride. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be right back. I love this show because once it starts, it ends. Time just goes by like that, real quick. Tell you what, somebody only just joined us while we were on break. Let me introduce to you the one whose opinions are his own. We always have to state that at the start of the show. Mr. Okweoluwafemi is in the house. Thank you very much, Rich Daddy. Rich Uncle.
Gang, your position is now mine.
You know what I say about that position, yeah? That is the best place to be.
It's the best place to be, bro.
I mean,
like, it's the
on
best place
camera, it looks so pristine.
Is it possible I take that position?
No. Next week, next week.
You're new here. I mean, your guy.
Next week.
Just to suggest, yeah.
Stay solo.
Just stay solo. Okay, so this is a pair.
What up, bro?
Pleasure, yeah.
How are
Hey,
you?
Rich Uncle is the other name we call him. So we have very interesting topics for today, you guys. So join us as we talk about this one. Very interesting stats that's hitting us from the Lagos state government. They are saying domestic violence. 340 husbands beaten by their wives in 1 year, says the Lagos state government. When you hear domestic violence, the first that comes to your mind is like, man beating woman, I beat, black eye, women go to work. What happened to you? I tripped. No, my husband beat him. But what we're hearing now, it is the husbands that are being beaten by the wives. But you know what I think? I think this happens more often than we know. Guys are just ashamed to come out
and say,
That's the truth.
My wife beats me, if you know what I mean. I mean, what would that feel like if your wife beats you?
Come on, man,
What
bro.
would you do?
Like, no, but it's kind of weird, though. How you want to talk? How? But what's happened? My wife beats me. Your wife beats you?
who do you want to even
Who do you
tell?
want to tell?
You want to tell?
But you know the story about the old journalism, like when the dog bites a man, you know, it's not a big story, but when the man bites a dog,
That's the story.
that's what's up right now, man.
Exactly.
Nice,
But
nice,
honestly,
nice,
no,
nice.
if you look at the whole system now, like if you look at the whole happening going around and stuff like that, you will come to understand that, look, it's just because the men are more receptive, like they
Yeah.
can actually hold back.
We don't want to talk too much. You see, so
But how do you want to say your wife beats you, though?
You don't go talk on now. When you happen now, you go maintain now. You
But
don't
Femi,
go.
this is very serious. This is gonna dovetail into another topic.
Okay.
Over the week we heard that Oladips died. Rubbish. I'm not talking about Oladips because I hear that he might still be alive.
He didn't die again.
I don't understand what is going
No,
on.
no.
So whether
No,
he's
you guys
passed,
serious,
whether
though.
he's alive, it's very confusing because the information is very, it's like coming out here and there. We don't know exactly what's going on. But one thing I wanted to state, if he really is dead, and the fact that he put out an outcry initially, people just disregarded it. And there was this track that trended over the past 2 weeks. It's a country music by a Nigerian guy who lives in Canada, I think. His name is Dax. Features Darius Rucker. And the country music talked about how men go through so much and we can't actually come out to express ourselves. Because when we do, we're often regarded as sissy, is that one that you can't handle. There is no avenue for men to actually come out and really express themselves.
I gotta agree
If you
with
listen to that track, it's going to make you cry. It's just 4 minutes long, but it's very emotional. It talks about how hard men are trying. The fact that your dad did the same and it tells you that, son, you're going to understand, you're going to have to do the same. You're going to tell your sons that you're going to do the same. You can't cry because you're going to be seen as a sissy. So men are internalizing so much, and there's nowhere, no community where you can go and absolutely pour out your heart.
The truth is, this might sound harsh, but society doesn't care.
About the men.
People don't care.
Well, I think it also comes
Here's the funny thing.
That's the point.
Truth be told, some women don't care. Your fellow men don't care. Let me tell you why men don't care. This is my own opinion. Men don't care because I'm going through it too, and I find a way to keep it to myself, so I don't care. Women don't care because you're a man. You should be able to hold these things. Do you know what we're going through? So the perception is like men have enjoyed so many things throughout the existence, throughout civilization. Men have enjoyed certain parts, so men shouldn't complain. Men should just stomach certain things. But in all honesty, nobody really cares. It's the closest to you, like your immediate family, that might care. Outside that little box, nobody cares.
Solo, who do you
Nobody
cry
in
out
your
to?
workplace cares. Nobody in your village cares. If you're a man, swallow it.
Who do you cry out to when you
For
have?
me, I want to believe it's out of experience, out of what you're saying, out of it being real to me. So for me, my console, is God. That's how big it is.
Okay.
My console, like it's God, because the word itself, it's not even, like you're saying, everything you're saying, it's just real.
Yeah.
It's real. But I mean, you can't
Lucky
talk
for
to
you.
man
Okay,
now,
here's the thing. You have God to cry to. What about those that might not believe in
You
God?
gotta find God still.
No.
That's what's up. That's the reality.
But no matter how much you look at God as someone you turn to, you still
Forget
need
that we do these
physical
things we do.
community. I don't know whether you get, but I don't
That's
know
what
if
that's
you
the point I was
but
going
I
to
still
do.
need
actually.
that
I
physical-
think sucking it up comes with being a man, though. It's part of
but
what
that
you
comes with being you're
It's
going
part
to
of
go
what
It
you
mentally
signed up
insane.
for.
It is.
It's part
But
of what you
See,
signed up for.
that phrase that he just said, be a man.
Be a
That's
man.
what it is.
Just
that's
be a
what
man
people
about it.
used to.
That's
It's-
why nobody cares.
Be a
It's
man
a
about it. So,
hypnotizing phase,
if my
bro.
guy
People
comes to tell me,
see, sometimes, boss, I want to just make some certain things clear, yeah? Do you understand that some of these things are not in the real terms at which they are, but people connote and then create their own, what's the word now? Like, this is how it is. So people come to accept it's not even the fact that it is what it is, but this is what the world, even there's a time that people will celebrate thieves just because he has money. Do you understand what I mean? A thief, you know that this is a thief, all right? Not because he has money in the community, he's doing this, you would celebrate him. But that's not the norm. But we've moved away from the reality.
Wait, you're trying to make a point there.
So the thing about, if your friend cries to you, your guy cries to you about, bro, man, I'm going through this, my marriage is about to break up, I have financial issues. What are you going to do? Okay. Wow, all right.
But some real people have come through. Some real friends have come
So
through.
the thing about it is that I always believe that the things that you do for your friends as a guy, you don't keep record of those things.
Yes,
If
yes,
I have to
I
keep
agree
record
too.
of the number of times you've come through for people, then something wrong with you.
True,
Or
I
then
agree.
maybe you're not my
You don't
friend.
keep account of what you're
I
doing.
can't,
It's supposed to be
okay,
free will.
If I'm down, like I shouldn't have to ask you that, bro, pull me up. Like you can see now.
You got to remind somebody,
And
you
then
know, say
that's
I
the
do that
upside.
thing for you one
So
time
I
like that.
think,
then
I
you
think that's
won't.
where men differ from women. Men know that, okay, look, if this guy can ask me for this thing, he's at the end of his rope. So I'm not going to rub it in your face like, oh, Baba, look at, pull him and move on. Like if you say, oh, come and take it back, fine. But the truth is, that's what being a man is all about. Defending bullets, up and down.
And then staying alive.
It's very
Staying alive,
interesting that
bro.
Staying
Staying
alive.
it's very
Matters.
interesting that this topic actually came off of the domestic violence story where men are getting beaten at home because But
But
let's
how you
move
go
on
marry
now.
woman where they beat you though?
Well, he didn't know from the
didn't have
For
beginning.
those
that-
number of men in Lagos getting beaten, I like the
340,
picture
bro.
they put up there.
Yeah.
So I'm coming from a place where
So
I'm
I
thinking,
feel like for
what
your
do
wife
those
to
men
beat,
do?
No, for your wife to even beat you
In
first
fact, that's
off,
a question we
first
have
off,
to
she has to be
ask
like 3
again.
times your
To
size.
actually understand what exactly
She
is
has to be
going on.
like 3 times your size for your wife to be able to beat you up.
Where's the thing of size
No,
now?
it doesn't
Bro.
take his size.
No, but
Does
no,
it take
I
his
think
size?
wait,
Wait.
I agree with Femi
He
50-50,
does not
but
take
secondly,
his
it
size.
has to be also the level of the fuck up.
No.
Did you say?
Bro,
No, you must have done something.
so
This
regardless,
is something, but sometimes
it's a
he's
different-
saying about
your
the
wife
size.
is three times your
it's a
size
different
when-
thing when you say your wife slapped you.
Yeah.
From
Beat you. Beat is not slap.
Baba, plenty. The apple.
As
They stood on top of
In
you.
the apple,
Come on
Baba.
now.
But you say that size. Don't be size. That's
No,
the
you
point
no,
we're
you
trying
can't
to make.
Okay,
tell me.
Yeah.
Let's move
He ain't about size.
You know,
You don't know himself. You don't see the apple, Baba.
Let's move on. Let's move on. So it might seem that finally we get to understand what the Will Smith Jada Pinkett dynamic might be about.
we're
Why
going
she
there.
has. We're going there.
We're
We're
going
going
there.
there. That's why you came here
I
today.
said it. I said
We're
this.
going
Wait,
there.
calm down.
said this
Calm
thing.
down. Calm down.
We have to look at it with
So,
the international.
2 days ago, former best friend of Will Smith actually came out to allege that Will Smith, that's Brother Bilal is his name, by the way, he alleged that he walked in on actor Dwayne Martin having anal sex with Will Smith in a new episode of an interview that he granted. A quote here, he said, I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having anal sex with Will Smith. You should listen to the way he puts it. He said, these guys were on a couch, and Will was bent over the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murdering him. It was murder.
It's a comic. It's a joke.
The way he put it.
Why you enjoying it so much?
I'm gonna tell you why.
It's so obvious that these are comedians.
Wait.
Yeah?
First off, the way he put it felt like this guy had a personal vendetta.
It does. It's obvious.
No, bro. So for me,
Like it was murder
this
in there.
this is an allegation here, but
It's an allegation, true.
But guess what? I would rather take this. It saved the Will Smith I have in my mind. Like, because this has to be the only explanation why Jada can do you this dirty. Like, so it's okay for me.
This
it's okay,
Rema,
it's okay.
yeah.
But you know, we always seem to forget the fact that Will Smith actually starred in a movie called Sixpence from his early days in acting. And in this movie, he was actually gay and very comfortable acting that
He's
scene.
an actor.
I know.
Thank you for
But-
that now.
Bro.
Now,
It was a bit too comfortable.
Wait.
acting
I know that you want to be
wait.
politically correct.
No, I don't want to. Now, why I'm
But-
saying this is like, for example, like Jada also had an interview on the Breakfast Show where she was talking about how this guy that came out to say these things about Will
Bilal.
and Dwayne Martin has been trying to extort them for money in the past.
I like how he always balance things out.
because-
No, it's reality.
But let me
You
tell you,
can't just,
I'm
yeah.
somebody. I like things hot. I like my food served when it was right
And
made.
your gossip.
Do you understand?
Like, why-
So
why-
somebody will not
but-
take you back and tell you, 20 years ago, I walked in on some guy,
Yeah.
Wait,
giving
you
it to some guy. It's not something fresh. You didn't make noise about it then.
20 years
At
ago.
some
You know.
They
point,
were
you now
best
decide
friends.
it doesn't matter. At some point,
Okay,
you
so
now
let me
decide
give a
now
complete story
to come
now.
out and tell the world
Jada
that I saw
Pinkett
this
has
guy.
told that the instance actually emanates from the fact that they were supposed to be in business together regarding Will Smith's book. But since he wasn't satisfied with the amounts that were supposed to be paid to him, he has resorted to this extortion technique. And that's where all of this is emanating from. However, the rest of the world have simply just taken it as an explanation for exactly why Will Smith has been so subdued.
Exactly.
I am with the rest of the
here-
world.
Everything that's been happening
here's
with
the
Jada
thing.
Pinkett
Like a comedian once said, we sit down in our own private spaces. We do not Google the Smiths. They decide to give us this information
that we
on
never
their
asked
own.
for, bro.
You get where I'm coming
Yeah.
from? So this is a great time to come out with so many kinds of stories because they want you to talk. We live in an era whereby anybody can come out and accuse you, Zeno, that you're so popular. Everybody knows you on TV, say,
Yeah, I
from
just
radio.
want to make money off you,
Everybody
yeah.
can say anything with the expectation that you come and talk about it. That you come and put it on the black table
make them,
or on
in
your breakfast show.
essence-
You get me? So now people are expecting Will Smith to come out and say something. They're expecting Dwayne Martin to come out and say something. That keeps fueling the fire and creating the gist. That's why some people, I won't lie to you, this gist, it's dead already. By this time next Friday, it's not even part, it's dead already. Well, whatever. What's next?
But what
If
about
they
the
don't respond to
possibility-
it.
What about the possibility that it is true?
Everybody in Hollywood is gay or bisexual. The stories are there.
Does that extend to Nigeria?
Hello.
Even in Nigeria.
Bro.
Just have that- have it at the back of your mind.
Hold on. They can still cut it now. Do you want to take that again?
No, I'm not saying the perception is that.
Do you want to take that
The
again?
perception in the movie.
You said everybody in Nollywood.
Everybody in all the woods.
Hold on. Gangs.
Everybody in all
I
the
want to ask
woods.
you one last time, bro. I want to ask you one last time.
I'm gonna
Do you
say
want to take
something
that
random.
again?
Don't worry.
Everybody in all the woods is collecting wood.
You go collect.
Okay, so what
You
you
know,
guys say?
the only thing I'm going to say is like, if America is what America is, he has a point. But Nigeria is not cut off for all of that. Do you know what I mean? It's America. Because
Sure,
if
we
you
had
know
Fashion
America for
Weekend
what
last
it
week.
is,
Nigeria is a
Fashion
big
Week was on Fashion Weekend
I
last
was,
week.
I was.
Because here's the thing, like
was.
I've been saying this with some of my colleagues, like
Yeah.
the Harvey Weinstein Me Too era. Harvey Weinstein still is not in jail. The
Yeah,
story has
true.
basically died down.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything with all the women that were involved. But when Bill Cosby's situation came in,
Thank you.
there were
again.
loads of women lined
Same
up,
with R.
and Bill
Kelly,
Cosby was
yeah?
sent to jail.
You could still
R.
fix
Kelly
up
is in
something
jail.
with R. Kelly.
There's a way that
With the
black
Michael
people,
Jackson
do you
still
understand,
movement,
are
man.
quickly
There's another
tarnished.
fiction,
You get me?
yeah.
But in this kind of situation, like the Me Too situation, one lady came out crying, and then people follow. People wait for one story, wait for somebody to be bold enough
For the
to come
business
out with these
purposes,
stories
yeah.
to make it follow. Now, this gay, we've heard so many Hollywood gay
Are you
stories.
saying Will Smith ain't gay though? Is that what you're trying
Will
to say?
Smith is not gay.
We can't say that for a fact.
Wait,
We cannot say that
And,
for a
okay,
fact.
so one last time. Do you want
for me,
to
I would
retake
not
that
want us even to
everybody
try
in
to
hang on a
judge.
second,
Nollywood?
okay, so,
Do you want to
you
retake
think
that
Will
everybody in
Smith is-
Nollywood is gay or bi?
See, everybody in Nollywood has dirt, has skeletons in
Yeah,
their
but
closet.
don't
I
let
am
them
trying to
judge.
save him. At this point,
Don't let them
at
judge.
this
They
point,
have
he's on
their
his
own
own.
Until
See,
they prove
the
it
news-
beyond.
the
See,
guy
'cause
who's
for
into
me,
the news knows.
I have, like for me, I met R. Kelly for one-on-one.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So
Hence
it's
the
sad.
haircut.
Do you know what- Sorry?
Keep going, keep going.
Talk about the haircut. That's another slide here. You know, but for me, I met him one-on-one.
Yeah.
I felt this guy's personality, like he's real, like a real black, real Nigerian, like a real dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you have to holler, like they'll be like, Robert, come and take picture with me. Your bosses won't let me take pictures with you.
It was very personal. It was very.
No, but Robert, that one, he's guilty.
Really?
No, Robert's guilty.
Oh, for what?
No, Robert is guilty.
For the
so
crime.
guilty, huh?
No, Robert, like
I
woman
ain't
of all
gonna
ages.
judge anybody in this.
Roberto is guilty.
Believe me, no. See, for me, judgment is not.
No, Robert is guilty. Even Robert knows he's guilty. If it's Robert,
Oh,
just leave it.
it means
So you
that you have
guys,
your own
let's
facts,
real quick.
yeah?
Let's real quick. Let's jump into. Let's bring it back home for a second.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's lighten this up for a minute. So there was a video that made social media over the week, and it was a video of students or passing out students of the Federal Polytechnic of Offa. These guys were graduating, and were very elated and happy that they were graduating. And the regular custom, I don't know if you have a white T-shirt at home that's got everybody's signature. on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've got
even
when
in
we-
secondary
yeah,
school.
when you're
Secondary
passing
school, I
out
got
and
that in
stuff.
secondary
We
school. I got
started
that
in
in
secondary
university.
school.
You know, but these guys, they punished them even after passing out, as in they're frog jumping here all over the place.
Oh, yeah, CAC church.
I thought it was taking away one very important culture in the lives of young people. Passing out of university for us Nigerians is not just an academic
Achievement.
It's
For
much
real.
more than that. It is that we have survived a phase
For real.
in our lives.
That's what's
Some
up.
people spend 12 years, and they're only just so excited that they're finally getting rid of this phase of their lives. And that is a culture that, if you ask me, should be something that is even encouraged in schools. To see these kids punished for what they had done, which was nothing actually. They simply just signed their uniform, was a bit on the side of infringement on their personal rights, if you ask me. I don't know if you agree with me there. Well, you did this in school, didn't you? Even if you had the
Nigerian and Netflix, because I don't understand that. Why?
Let me share a story with you.
we love your
And
stories
Gang
about
got
your friends.
stories for days.
About
so-
his friends only.
For days,
No,
though,
this
and
is-
it's always his friends.
This is a personal story.
Oh, finally!
Please
I
bring
mean,
it on.
zoom in.
Finally!
No,
Bring
see,
it on.
you know,
I got one thing to
is
tell
unbelievable.
you.
shout outs to the Nigerian military and you know Mopo or whatever they call themselves.
They flog you.
This happened. Yes, they flogged me.
Wow.
This was, I was
No,
in
no,
very-
Everybody had this.
this happened.
Let's hear the story.
This happened in the 90s. It was
Yeah.
me and two of my friends. We snuck out of school.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name the name of the school, but, you know,
We'll
Florence.
find out.
LMS.
So we snuck out of school. We're in Victoria Island. You know, there are a lot of
I know this school.
night workers, let me call them that are on the streets.
I
and
know
ladies.
this-
Ladies of the night.
That's
street
King's
is next to
College.
the
King's
It's
College.
called the street is SF. That's what we used to call it.
Safe for what?
You know, for street
So-
We are
fighters,
there.
for street
So-
fighters, you know SF.
Yeah.
So
what
we
you're
snuck
talking
out of school. You know, you sneak out, you chop bread, suya, and the rest.
Yeah.
So we passed a couple of these girls and the rest. We didn't want to be involved with them or anything.
Swear.
So there were two military guys that were with some of these prostitutes, gisting and laughing. They were rubbing their heads and whatever. And they now wanted to use us as an
To
example.
show
Like,
power.
hey, you students, where are you coming from at this time of the night and whatever it was. So some of the girls were whispering in their ear and just laughing. They now said the only way they will let us leave is if they flog us 3 strokes each.
Wow.
And we didn't want to get into trouble.
Wait, the girls
So
were
that
gonna
was
flog
how,
you guys.
so that was how we
bro.
stood there.
You presented
they
your
brought out
backsides.
cane and they gave us on the back 3 each. Do you understand? And then the prostitutes turned the fire on her. The prostitutes were there laughing, enjoying themselves, and they flogged. This happened in the 90s. They flogged us, and that's how we should get out of here and run away. And that's how we ran.
Okay, but
so
hold on,
from that
hold
point
on,
in my
hold on,
life,
hold on. I just want to ask, where did you find go there?
no, I told you we
Now
snuck
school
out of
is there,
school.
now school now.
We
To buy-
snuck out of
to buy-
school,
to
and we
buy-
used to buy bread and we used to call
Then they
it
sell
burger.
bread and suya full Lagos Island.
Around- no.
You made it all the way to San
No,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
campus is on the island,
Where on the
Where
island?
on the
Which
island?
campus?
close to the SF street. I'm stopping it there.
You're going to cast yourself here.
No,
That's
but
it.
anybody listening
Just
knows.
cast
man.
yourself. You
They
cast
know.
yourself.
They know.
Oh, gee.
Everybody knows
before
that,
I
but you
did.
just showed
Those
that
that
this is
know,
what
they
you
know.
do.
My
I just don't want to say the name out there.
I
The
know.
name
I'm
is
telling
dead
you.
now. It is
My
because you
man.
didn't say people don't know. People that went there.
So that
don't
was
know.
how they flogged us. And I was wondering, first of all, me, I was trying to act up, but they had their guns. And one of them just cocked his gun. And I was like,
You don't
man,
correspond.
I wanted to be flogged and
Let me tell you
shot.
something.
So
First
there's this fear we have for military personnel, for people with guns, that we allow them to just infringe upon us regardless. And
No,
we
no,
don't
so
say
that-
certain
so that-
things.
that only
I've seen
co-
people at checkpoints and they make them do frog jumps.
Yeah.
So that only comes.
But-
So that only
do you know
comes.
what?
That
I'm
only
gonna
comes
give you
when you're
another
40 years
angle
and
to what
above.
you said now,
That
man.
that fear only comes when you're like 40 years and above. Like these Gen Z people, they don't care. They don't even understand what military rule is.
Because they never
They
experienced
never
it.
Yeah,
experienced it.
exactly.
They don't
So
know what the
I-
military
I
is.
understand.
Like I
I
told you,
wanted
this
to
was
do a
in the
litmus check.
90s.
I wanted to do a litmus check. Do you know what white nut is, or where
Yes.
white nut was?
I know.
Jesus.
No, I don't.
You don't know white nut.
I don't.
But I was going to give you a
You know white nut, yeah?
I do.
You know white nut, yeah?
Yes.
Lagos boy.
Yeah.
No,
you don't
now
know
we
white
were
nut.
He
born
know
and
why
grown
not.
up
He
now.
don't deny.
But
Stop.
But it's okay.
Some of
Boss,
us are
okay,
no
so
longer
let's-
of the world.
Boss, I just want to give you another scenario to what you just said now, yeah? There was a time, one of my friends, all right? He had just bought a car for his mom. You know, he's a DMI guy. So we're just driving in the night, you know, it's just about, say, give and take, about, say, 12 midnight and thereabout. And then all you could see was this police guy at Falamo Bridge. You know, there's a, when you're coming from Falamo to go down.
Yeah.
You know, because I live in Koyi and VA and all that access.
Rich
You know, before you
nigga.
know, just descending.
My
This policeman
man.
had come to meet you. To be like, Baba, waiting day for us now. Now
Boy,
we can
yeah.
be this, now this, this. You know, all this normal
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And then the guy, in his own sincerity, wanted to do good. And then what happened? He tried to open up his golf compartment. With the DMI guy, he has a gun in his golf compartment. Do you know that the policeman saw the gun, he took off. He ran. Then the other guys that was in the bowling boat, they were like, any problem? The guy did not talk. He said you should have raised alarm.
If not you, you
To
don't
say-
go, bro. If not you, know.
But the policeman.
What you
Don't
what?
be
You
having
what?
the-
You
the
what?
answer.
So person pull up, go on dig
Yeah,
glove
you got
compartment.
it. This is a reality. I was there. like, you know.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back,
You know.
guys. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, we're going to replenish our glasses here for the Black Table. Hopefully, you're doing so the same at home as well. We'll be back. We've still got a main topic we have to talk about, but a few quick fires just before then. We're halfway through. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
As a guy, when it comes to every decision you're taking, ask yourself, who am I and how is this going to impact on my person? Brotherhood.
Real quick, hashtag the Black Table on TVC is where you can leave a comment. We're going to read them at the end of the show. We've got one quick fire we have to discuss about before we go into our main topic for today here on the Black Table. Of course, with Case Solo, Mr. Gang, and Mr. Okwe Oluwafemi. Gang, what are you choking on?
I wish. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all right.
I think you should drink more. Have I told you about my first year knowing gang?
Don't say it.
Let's-
Let's finish the show.
Yeah,
No, it will make sense. So
I'm going-
if the show is what it
First
is.
time I met gang. First time I actually really met gang was at a club. It was called the Dome back in Abuja. And I was walking down the stairs. It had a bowling alley and everything. It was really swanky back in Abuja. All those, 15,
Like
almost
20
20
years
years ago. I've known this guy for almost 20 years. So I was walking down the stairs of this really big club called the Dome. And their gang was, I don't know if it was a twin brother or
It was
the
a
other guy
friend
that
of-
got married the other
It
time.
was a friend of mine.
A friend of his. They were walking up into the club. And this guy, I don't know what he tripped over. This guy fell face flat
Jesus.
on the floor.
Not the staircase.
And I heard this very black man, this guy, laugh out loud. Ha 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 ha. You must be drunk. Let's go back inside and get some more wine. I will never forget that.
Bro.
Let's go
Is that
get another glass.
Why?
It's true.
I was of the world at the time.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
think?
nah.
Oh,
Against the
I have
wall.
responsibilities now.
It was very exciting being young and knowing you.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way.
You can't take back those things.
Just in case anybody wonders why we're always going at each other, we've known each other for a very long
We've
time.
been like that.
So
We've seen each other's ups
Yo.
and downs.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Like there's nothing that you say
Like
that
you see
sounds
the other
normal.
pants, yeah?
Like ups and downs. Like what's that about?
You should be suspicious about
What's
it.
that about?
Yes,
All right.
This is my guy.
All right. Quick fire before our main topic here. My friend just turned 31, and there's this guy that claims he wants to marry her, but needs her to fall pregnant first. She says she doesn't know what to do, so I've told her to lift herself from the ground. That's not her husband. Are we in 2023 or 1932?
Oh, that's easy.
Easy.
Easy. She should get pregnant. For another person, I say, hello, hi, see, I can get pregnant. Will you take me now?
Oh.
I mean, how stupid can you be? But the sad thing is that, let me tell you something, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, right.
There's certain people that some of their main desires, family-wise, is to have children,
Procreation.
to procreate. And from their experience, maybe they haven't had people that can actually give them kids. We've heard of so many marriages that people waited donkey years to actually eventually have children. So
17
some people don't want to go through that. So they want to test the goods before they purchase.
But I thought
Now,
that was
that's the
something that
problem.
happened in the 80s.
No, it
Or
still happens today.
mostly in the 90s, actually.
Here, she's even lucky. There's some guys that don't even tell you. They try to knock you up, and once you're knocked up, that's when they now want to marry you.
Oh no, sorry. So according to you,
Yeah.
you go buy car where you no test.
Yeah, it's possible now.
Why do you need to test
Femi, wait first. Femi,
No,
don't
it's
talk.
been
There's
realistic, yeah.
there's certain
It's a
Mercedes
reality, yeah,
that I'll
what
show
you're
you
saying.
now, and I'll give you the key, and I'll tell you, will you pay for it? This is it.
You
Based on the
accept.
environment, you didn't see it in Lagos, so I'll take you to where
True
they make,
that.
and I'll give you the key. Pay for it and take
Perception,
this.
that's what
you
is
pay for it before you drive
perception.
it.
Perception.
With what I
'cause
know now, with what I've seen, don't buy non-tested.
Wow.
I know top pass that one.
No, there's a brand new product, too. You don't need
Bro.
to test them.
Don't
Wait,
buy
wait, okay, so that you married?
non-tested.
In fact, that
Is that yes or no?
Yes,
Are you
he has-
married?
he has answered the
Yes
question.
or
See that
no?
question, eh?
When you have to explain, there's a problem.
question is big. See,
Hold on, I didn't hear.
that question is big. You cannot understand.
Are
it.
you married?
is she
It's a big
watching?
question.
Is she watching this?
Hey, don't
Mrs. K. Solo, they are
don't go-
watching.
There's
go
nobody
in
like
on our
that.
guest.
There's
There's
nobody
no-
like Mrs. K. Solo.
Don't go in on
K.
our
Solo
guest.
is my name.
Leave this.
He is
It's
solo.
not mine.
There's
K.
nobody.
Solo, would you test first? Make sure that it's working.
See, standardly, I want to be, if not for God, because I have transformed.
You don't see how many times this guy has brought God
You
into
see, you guys cannot
This guy,
understand, yeah?
this guy, you need
See,
your own show.
you cannot
I swear
understand.
down.
What I have
I said, he
seen
said-
with these few years of mine, trials, temptation, evil,
And
with
tribulation.
tribulation,
Jesus.
couple, with the fire. So, boss, I want to be real. See,
Will you?
You go
marry
test before you
non-tested?
buy.
I will not. But right now, I'm in the movement. I have married non-tested.
Time.
But right now,
One
I
chance.
am marrying non-tested.
One chance. One chance.
See what the alcohol has done. I can't believe he has said
You
it.
guys are just, you know what you have done today.
Wait, so what you're saying?
You see, these are some things you're not supposed to put on the public.
Let's just lay bare. You're saying that
I'm not saying anything.
Wait,
What I
You said it. You said it already.
You said it.
You said it
You
already.
said it.
What did I
So
say?
what you're saying is that.
Did I say anything?
Wait,
said-
What you're saying is that.
But I said the truth of
I
how
don't
my
follow.
system is.
You don't buy non-tested.
Learn from my mistake.
Sorry again.
You don't buy non-tested.
You buy non-test.
That's what you have said.
It happened now.
Hey, no, it's okay. You don't have to deny you don't buy
But I
non-tested.
don't lie now.
Yes or no?
But there's a damage. Baba, if you no go, you no go. No. Baba, now who go? Now you know, bro.
This guy needs his own
It's
show, bro.
reality, Baba. I cannot lie. See, for me, I have seen.
Now who go, no road.
Now who go? Baba, if I'm not gone,
But
you
look,
cannot tell me.
but guess what?
Live story with me.
No, but let's not lie though. It's keeping
No,
it
but
real.
that story with
So,
yeah.
in all
The
of
real
us,
story is
But when you
different.
guys talk about here's the funny thing.
I don't go talk finish,
Let's
so.
be honest. Let's be honest.
I don't go talk
There's a
finish.
difference between testing the goods and knocking up the goods.
I don't know. That's English now you're speaking.
You get where I'm coming
Which are
from?
testing the goods and not
There's a
the
difference
goods.
between testing the goods and
That's
knocking up
English
the
now.
goods.
with what I've seen in my life,
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not going to advise anybody.
please take time.
Femi,
because
you have a
I'm-
daughter.
Me, I'm now
Bro, I
confused.
swear to God, in heaven, I'm telling you the
Testing
fact
the
that
goods and
I'm not
knocking
going to
the goods.
advise anybody with the
What
kind
are
of
you
things
doing
that
to
I've
yourself?
seen.
That's
Listen,
a
Femi,
system.
what did you just say?
Okay.
With the kind of things I've seen, I'm not going to advise any young man to not confirm the package.
What have you seen?
Packaging.
What have you seen that makes you conclude thus?
Yes.
Being a groomsman at a particular wedding,
Okay. I like true life stories.
that somebody on the train was also smashing the girl.
Smashing the girl.
The bride, not the girl, the bride.
Yeah.
And distance something. Oh. Like, and the things I've heard with this, my ear, bro, my ear full.
So you've lost faith.
No, so in all honesty, I feel like the generation where you can take all these things for granted, now our generation, and that generation is gone. Like you, so, I'm on no talk.
I understand where
We'll
you're
leave
coming
out.
from, Femi, but the problem I have with that is, you know, for people like myself that still have hope in humanity,
There's no hope.
do you understand?
I did tell you
I
there is.
don't
This is a
like
renewal
putting it
system,
out
right?
there
A
to tell
renewal
people that
system.
all of a sudden, you it's like how we chastise people that are virgins. We make it seem as if they're doing something wrong.
Okay, so let me
That there's a problem if you haven't
so
had
let me even
sex.
say this.
Don't
Let me
mind
even say-
them.
let me even say this. So a friend of mine, a girl,
Don't mind
right?
those people that
A friend
live
of
like
mine, a
that.
girl,
It's a virtue.
she's married. She married a guy that, when she met him, she told him that she wasn't going to have sex before marriage. And she'd been dating before then.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, okay, no problem. I'm cool with that. And she was like, very elated that, well, this one wants to be with me forever and ever. 3 years later, I come to find out that the guy was shooting blanks. True life story.
Yeah.
The guy was shooting blanks. So she thought she was finally a man that doesn't want to have sex with, but he know feeble.
Okay, so the guy shouldn't black.
It
So
was
if
shooting
she had
blacks.
known,
She would not have gone that route. She would not have gone that route.
True.
So in the real sense of the word, all of that Bible thing, like the world is a war zone.
I don't even think it's a Bible thing. I think
Thank
Yeah,
you for
this is
that
what I
word.
think. I think we're going to come back to that when our viewers actually send us in messages. So let's just keep that in mind. Put a pin in it. We'll come back to it. We need to visit our main story. The role of men in society seems to be changing all of a sudden. We don't know exactly what the cause is, but it seems that women are taking over our duties. We are not sure anymore. What do you guys want? International Men's Day is going to be on Sunday, so we're seeking your advice or perhaps maybe your answers. What exactly is the role of men in today's society? What do you, feminist women, want us to do exactly? Just so we know, and we can put it out there for all men to know, and we can act accordingly. What is our role? Do you agree with me that our role seems to be shifting or changing based on all the climate that we find ourselves currently? What do you think, gang?
I would say it hasn't exactly changed much because the major role, let me just put that in a nutshell, has been to provide and protect.
Simple.
To an extent, provide and protect. So as independent as women might want to be, do you understand, and provide for themselves and protect themselves, which is very hard to do, I feel as if it has changed in the sense that a lot of men have decided not to live up to those roles. If you get where I'm coming from. So that's part of the issue. You know, we see situations whereby sexuality is a major thing that is used to actually categorize people from all walks of life. And that now makes men feel as if I can be less of a man's-ish.
Are you attracted to a woman who's absolutely, I don't want to use the word masculine, but takes on the role of what men should do? Who's the provider? Who's the finger pointer?
Let me put it to you like, thank God I'm married now.
Would you be
But
sexually attracted to such
I
a person?
admire women with sense. I admire smart women.
A smart
You
woman.
admire
Bro, hold on,
women.
bro.
You admire powerful
A smart woman is not a masculine woman. Don't,
No, that's
don't
what
mix
I'm
it.
saying.
Powerful.
That's why I don't want. I don't want to use.
Let's just call it what.
Yes, I didn't want to use. I didn't want to use the word, but what I'm trying to say is like
A masculine woman is a masculine
let's say
woman.
powerful
No,
woman.
don't color it.
No,
A
let's
masculine
get the
woman is a
words
masculine
Let me
woman.
give you an
masculine
example.
woman.
Let me give you an example. No, hold on first.
A
Let me give you an
masculine
example.
woman is a woman that says,
I
I
had a
don't need a
discussion.
man.
I had a discussion this afternoon, and I was telling somebody about how if a car breaks down, who do you expect to push it, a man or a woman?
A man.
If we needed to move this table from here, who do we expect to move it, a man or a woman? If you had a flat tire that needed changing, who do you expect to change it?
man.
Now, here's the
Imagination.
funny thing. I admire a woman who can do those things, but no, she doesn't have to. I'm telling you straight, I've
you know
seen
that
situations
woman
whereby a
that
woman's
does
car
those
broke down
things,
on the car, strangers came to help her out.
That's the word
Do you
of a
understand?
woman, bro.
If you see a woman changing a tire as a man, there's something that touches you that, no, don't do
Let me
this.
do it.
You get me? Let me do this. You understand? When you see women experiencing certain things, heavy lifting or whatnot, you don't feel as if, no, let me do this. There's something about you that just tells you, let you do that. So
But
a
women
woman,
are the ones taking our roles now. They're celebrating Father's Day.
now, but here's the thing. Are women really taking our roles?
I don't know, Kesolo, what you think?
Are
they
women taking our roles,
Let
to
me
be
get
honest?
Kesolo on this.
See, for me, it's, for my understanding, right? It's about partnership. It's about understanding. There's a lot more to it than when we just, you know, what's the word now? When you
So
try to.
partnership and understanding.
Yes,
So
that's
men
what-
understand their roles, but it would seem
It's not
that
about
women
role now.
want...
You see, all of this role that we talked about now, it's about people appropriate this role for these people.
No, well, no.
No,
I
I'm
like
telling
to
you.
disagree there, Kesolo.
No, it's the truth.
You're a
if
man.
you tell me, okay, now who makes you, who tells you that this is the role that a man should perform? It's people
Culture.
that just culture.
Yes, I agree.
Approbation. Like
But-
people just said that, look, man should do like this, women should do like this.
Can it be any way else? is
Well,
my question.
Yes, but the way it should be an help. Me,
Listen.
help you,
Yes.
matter.
That's
the
as
original
correct as you may
that should
be. Culture can
But
tell you one
culture
thing.
did
And then
these
there's some
things.
things, like I said, for me, it's just common sense. Like I said, if we need to move this table now, we know that men inherently are stronger than
But
women.
who told you women cannot join
Listen,
us to move the
this is
table?
what I'm saying. We already know.
Do you understand now?
To an
Hang on a
extent,
second.
back in the, we can take this down to the caveman era.
Yeah,
Do you
Men
understand?
were
That
providers.
the expectation was, you don't expect a woman to go out there and fight beasts and do all of these things and come back and bring the hides
in the
of
days
animals.
of Vikings,
Do you
that
understand?
women used to do
even
those things.
even in the
when
days of
the-
Vikings,
Hang
here's
on
the
a
funny thing: it's just the standard law of nature. If a woman can go out and fight wolves,
They do.
and whatever it is, which they can in some places,
You know the
a
woman
man is
king
expected.
story?
A
The
man
woman
should be
king
able
story?
to do more.
It happens.
Hey,
Bro, that's fiction, though.
It happens. I'm saying that what he's saying that it happens. We have
So,
a practical example
okay, so hang on
of
a
this
second.
scenario.
So I like to bring it down to the basics. And the basic is what we all live for, whether we like it or not. Sex plays a very big role in every
doubt.
decision that we
doubt.
make, whether you like it or not. It's down to sex. Advertising is based on sex. Your perception
Which is
of yourself-
overrated.
Yeah, true. But the fact is, would you as a man be attracted to a woman who has taken on your role? Would you be sexually attracted to a woman who has taken on your role as a man,
So,
as a provider?
Before
as
I
a,
answer
can
that
do it by
question,
myself?
imagination, why are you laughing? You've been laughing since. I won't know. Like, I just want to know.
He's,
Are you saying
he's
something I'm
playing
not
the
saying?
devil's
But,
advocate.
No,
tell
I'm
me,
talking. Why are you laughing?
imagination is behind
Okay,
the
yeah,
camera,
he's
by
a
the way.
victim.
Okay, so but to the question, my prayer for every man, and this is very serious, my son and every other man inclusive, may you never have to deal with a masculine woman. May you never.
How do you mean?
Bro, I've been there. It's not.
Tell us, let's
You got
learn.
experience, man. Let's share.
It's the joy you have as a man is protect and provide. Your essence, your life's essence, is seeing that these people are provided for. These people are protected. These people have all these things because I am here. When you now see that there is somebody that you're supposed to be protecting and providing for, but the person is constantly reminding you subconsciously, not consciously, that I don't need you. It's not a beautiful place to be in, one. And then you would have to constantly question yourself like,
What
so what am I doing here? What am I doing here? When a man has to question, what
His
am I doing
existence.
here? You shouldn't even be there. And the truth about masculine women is, as much as we try to be politically correct and all of that, the truth about masculine women is, there's no saving them. There's honestly no saving them.
Can I cut in real quick?
Real
You
quick.
always do.
I'm from this train of thought that women, to an extent, deceive themselves to be masculine. If you're not, you can't be masculine if you're not a man.
Bro, you don't go restaurant with woman before we say, before they bring bills, you don't come out card.
Wait,
No,
but is that
yes or no?
masculinity?
No, good question. Thank
Is
you
that
very much.
masculinity?
So, naturally, if you went to a restaurant with a lady, when the waiter
The
is
waiter
bringing the bill,
brings
he brings the bill to
the
you.
bill to you.
Good. That's
So
not
guess hold on.
masculinity.
So the waiter is bringing the bill to you, but she's already flipping out the card. Your dick no go inside.
Listen,
I
we'll
yes
talk
or no?
about swiping things later.
Okay.
What
Okay.
I want to say now is that, wait, just picture this now. You're with a woman, right? And a lion is about to attack you guys, right? And the woman finds a way to find some
To
weapon
fend it off.
to fend it off. Do you understand? Is that masculinity?
I'll question,
Or is that just a
in
nature
that
to...
particular instant, I'll question my own existence.
Do you understand? Here's the funny thing. Because
I will question my existence.
You get where I'm
because,
coming from?
Like,
Now,
if
here's the
she
funny
fit
thing.
carry
I
street,
say-
chase lion, what am I doing?
No, but just check this out.
see, this is a wrong
This is what I'm saying.
notion,
No, listen
yeah?
to what I'm saying. So there's a lion there, but her
missed it.
because of the way she was raised, her instincts just make her feel as if I have to defend myself. Now, here's the thing that you don't understand. Do you know what women can do to protect their children?
See, they are the best protector.
Wait, do you know what women can do to
more.
protect their
They're
children?
the
lot
best
more.
protector of their
And here's the
children.
funny thing. You will be man, in all honesty. Do you want to fight a lion?
So let me put it simple.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You don't want to fight a lion.
I'm going to put it to you like this. I had a conversation with my wife one day, and I said that she asked me. She said, if I'm drowning and our daughter is drowning, we didn't have Jaden then. If I'm drowning and our daughter is drowning, who would you save?
Question, gang, who would you save?
What?
Quick. If you're drowning, if your wife's drowning,
I
and you're
always
drowning-
save my wife. I've heard this scenarios. I always
Okay,
save my
hold
wife.
on. Guess what? No. Let me
I
flip it
always
around.
save my wife.
So
Let me
let
tell
me
you
flip-
why. Because I can have more kids.
So let me flip it around. She now
And I
asks-
feel that's that. In my mind, I'm like,
Gang
my
is
kids.
always so safe.
I tell myself, kids,
Wait.
that's heaven direct.
So she now
my
asks-
kids are in heaven direct.
So she now
They're not
asks
going to grow up and be strippers
She asked me,
and
guess what?
hoes.
Look, she asked me,
Heaven
so now
direct.
like, so if you are drowning and one of our kids is drowning,
Save the
who
kid.
do you think I will save?
Save the kid.
You know what I told her? I will swallow water. Like, because I know that.
Yeah. But now that's what a man would do. You get where I'm coming
It's
from?
not a
Would you
man's
ask
job
Kesolo,
to do
Kesolo,
that.
who would you save? Your kid or your wife?
Well, for me now, that's a dicey
Eh,
question. Yeah.
Kesolo.
See,
Choose.
you see, for me,
no.
All right,
It's always
bro.
nice to
All right, bro.
but
would you
choosing
save?
now,
Your-
it's not a. It takes wisdom to choose.
Kesolo,
Yeah.
who would you choose?
I'm not going to just. But now this is a impromptu
Choose now.
question.
Choose now.
I'm going to think. Yeah.
There's
I'm
no
gonna
time
have
to think.
Okay, my wife, my kids, my wife, my kids. I'll save both. All of
You
them.
can't save
Yeah.
both,
Save
bro.
both.
Pick one.
Pick one. You can't save both.
But I have the power to
No,
save
you don't
both.
have the power.
You
You
don't
have the
but
power to
now
save
I
both.
chose to have the power. I change your own dynamic.
That's why you will drown.
Let us all die.
That's why you drown.
We die together.
No, but in all
But have
honesty,
you thought about that?
no, I totally get
I
what,
will save
especially
it.
what
I'm
Femi is
trying to
saying.
tell you that there's another style.
I get
that
what
can
Femi
happen.
is saying, but this is my thought. What is masculinity and what is a woman doing that is making her masculine?
Everything
Because,
a man is
because I
supposed
know
to
some guys, do you understand, on their own, me and you were guys, there's a kind of danger that we would face that you would run away.
as
And I
guys.
would call you a BAN,
What is
a
that?
bitch ass nigga.
But
I'll call,
for
you,
your life,
I'll call you a sissy. Do you understand?
You
Because
guys
my expectation that you will stand
Now,
and fight.
When MDC brings the bill,
the
then before
reality
that,
of what
it's-
you're
it's-
saying
it's
is different
different.
from
It's
the
okay.
phantom.
I'll call you a sissy if you
But
don't stand
reality.
and fight. But in all honesty, is that what we're here for?
I need us
to
to
be
understand
fighting.
it.
I think we're going to visit every single thing we just spoke about since
Because
the start of the show. Hang on a
reality-
second, Queso.
I'm telling you,
Let's
reality
take a
is
very-
different from the
hang on,
assumption.
Kiso.
When it backs on you,
Queso, okay,
sir,
calm down.
I'm sorry,
Calm down.
but now you don't touch me. Now you touch my bones,
imagination, why they laugh?
Let's take a quick break. It reminds me of the guy, Kule, I wasn't, Kuti, was talking to about, no.
Reality is different for I say then say.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be
Okay.
visiting
You
your
know, never
comments that
say
you've
I'm
sent in using the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. It is time for your messages. I just wanted to point out something very strange. Gang is actually wearing socks under his native
God
wear.
bless you, my man.
Yeah.
He's supposed to
You're
collect.
a clothier.
He's supposed to collect.
Is this supposed to be
It's
so?
like, why?
Why are you wearing socks?
But it's a gang.
What?
You should do that.
I don't know. I was used to
You're
pants.
wearing
No, no,
socks under
I
your
mean-
white
Ah!
boots.
You guys, I'm used to.
Okay, we can see it there. It's right
Yeah,
there, guys.
it's right there.
Can we
There
get
are
that
no
full
show
shot
socks.
again?
Don't
You know
show
that, right?
socks. It's
He's
all
got
right.
socks under his knitting.
I've got socks on. I protect my feet.
guys are bad
I'm big
people.
on protection,
They
unlike
don't
these
even-
guys.
they don't
That's
even
other
want
things,
us.
yeah?
Unlike these guys that don't protect themselves.
Ouch.
Very useless
I
man.
don't know what
They
you
don't
talk
even
about.
church.
Too. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you for sending in your comments, guys. Let's do them. We got this one in from @Shaga_. Men are just scared to speak up for phobia of being referred to as weak. It's sad.
Facts, though.
Sha.
Facts, yeah, facts.
And that's, there goes your masculinity.
No, but facts, though.
Shaya says, if any woman should lay her hands on me, on my brother, it's on no.
Now you're going to fight.
Anyway, I don't believe a woman just gets physical unless she's triggered. Not to say it's right. That's very true. That's
Most
men
people
don't.
don't get physical unless they're triggered. It's
So
not a
men
woman. It's not a woman thing. Even
every
men that beat
action,
their wives
there's a
are
reaction.
triggered. You
For
get
every
me?
action, there's a
You want to
reaction.
elaborate on that? A bit
I've
more?
never beaten my wife.
I know, but
I use my
will
hands for
never do
pleasure.
that. It's not
Not
interesting.
pain.
It's not even nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't support it. I will fight a man that beats his wife. For me, it's like a no-no. It's like a possessed man. You see, people are beasts. Even the women are beasts. You know there are women that love to be beaten before they have sex. Have you seen that before?
No, we don't.
They want to be
We
told
haven't
to
watched
watch.
that movie.
No. Do you want to
I
take
don't
that
watch
again?
movie. I do movie.
Kesolo, do you want to take that again?
No, I don't know what I
You
said.
go
but
try
I
it.
just show you in the reality.
Okay,
Women, they like to be thrown to
hold
the
on.
wall.
They can delete this part.
Have you seen them?
Kesolo, you are going
See them.
into
it's too
Have
late.
you
back.
seen
We have
them?
not seen
back.
them.
Women. See, somebody is pointing his hand, but I can't see it, but I can see the hand pointing. But
Ow.
women like to be blown, punched.
Is
So
it,
take
hold
me,
on.
take me.
Is it true what
Take
he's
me,
saying?
take me. I've not seen that movie.
Bro, turn your back.
You go after them now.
Wait,
Where
are you
find
saying
them
what
now?
he said is true?
You have to find them.
There are
now.
women
They
that
are
like
like
to
that.
be beaten before they... Kesolo,
I bet censor
what kind of
this part.
experiences have you had in life?
Eh?
No. Like,
We should censor this part.
Hold on.
I
I
want to
can't
point out
censor
that
it.
there are a few people behind the
Behind
cameras
the
that are
scenes.
actually telling that this is true.
No, so
true now.
Kesolo,
It seems to be
you've
something
been
that
with a
is real.
woman that
It
likes to be
seems-
beaten
Not
before.
me, my people. But my experience is not because you have to go through it. You can learn from other people's
Oh, I
experience.
see. The guy just come on.
No, but
Correct
you know,
guy.
No, come on. I know.
Correct
I'm a
guy.
learner, I'm a
Correct
learner.
guy.
In all honesty, yes, we've heard of in terms of sex, we've heard of the kinky roles that people
I guess
like.
it's a fetish.
BDSM and fetishes.
People that want, they will tie you
Do you
on the bed, they
understand?
will
We've-
kill you, they will
yes,
stab you. Now
we-
people have died on that
Kesolo,
level.
We
I
give
don't
you.
provoke.
How do you know all these things?
Baba, am I not in this world? Ṣé mo wà láyé yìí náà ni? Ayé yìí náà lè gbogbo wa wà náà. Ṣé àti kúrò báyìí náà?
So,
Ẹ má try it.
says on
Kí lè ṣe báyìí náà?
Back to
Ẹ lè
on
sọ pé ẹ
Twitter
mọ̀
using
nǹkan
the
tó ń bọ̀.
hashtag the black table on TVC. Thank you very much,
now,
gentlemen, on
we are
this
on the
so
black
much.
table, abi.
Yes.
Okay, I'm drinking.
Kesolo deserves no show.
Rich,
Just to be
this
clear.
is for you, rich uncle. You've not met the small but mighty mushy raised chicks that can jump and slap shit out of you. Be thankful for your own. No,
There is no woman.
it's you they pointed to.
Zoom in. Imagination. There is no woman born of a woman that can beat me. You know they.
You never jam.
You know
You want to say it
bro,
again?
You know
You
jam.
want to say
I
it
say
again?
it again.
I bet you know jam. You
Oh,
don't
no,
see
I say
patient
oh, no.
Jonathan.
There is no
Did I
woman.
say that? What's going on?
Beat. Hit me is different from beat me. Oh. Let's not get it twisted. There's no woman. I don't care if you're a black belter. There's
You
no
guys don't
woman
know
born of
anything, you don't know
man
anything they talk.
that can beat me.
You
like
don't
this.
be your body with this.
No, but I know where
Bro,
he's coming from.
Sorry,
You know
I want
this.
to say this, please. Can I be,
You know, you don't know.
Can I-
know
You know
judo.
please,
Can you be
director,
excused from the show?
Can I be put on 7 of 7
Me, I
instead?
go follow you.
I don't want to be on this show again.
If you go, I go.
He don't get
Baba,
woman when
You go, I go.
We got more. We
Even
got
in
more.
the section, you don't be beat me.
Our favorite texter at
Outlook.
Outlook.com is here again. He said, who paid Uncle Bilal to reveal this? Wallahi, there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the Smith's son, I beg. I think he's saying that we all knew this from
Like
before.
the
There's
odyssey
no
now.
No,
problem.
we suspected it to be so,
Outlook
but
used to be on this show,
I
though.
just feel, I won't lie to you, I just feel his story is very clout chasey.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah,
too.
yeah. I think they
That's the
have
same way I
actually a
see it.
mechanism. They have a machinery for actually getting your attention, and it's based on their lives.
You
Whether
just
it's
like
a
Will
case
Smith,
where
that's all. Like, you just like Will Smith, that's the truth. Like,
I like him to know who doesn't
No,
like
I
Will Smith.
like Will Smith, but this
Will
for
Smith was
me,
the only person you could
for
play in the
me-
car while you're driving your dad, and your dad's
but
like,
you
that's
guys,
good music.
Jokes aside, though, for me, this is where I can say, okay, it's fine. I understand why he's being such a... Because in all honesty, why?
Why? You don't know these things now. Don't let us not. You see, for me, I don't like when we just conclude and say this
There's
is
more
what
on
it
that.
is.
There's more on that.
We
The
can
gay
talk
allegation-
about it.
There's more on that. The gay allegation against Will is total PR bull-ish. Make I hear what next story I beg. Inyanda here says, punishing the offer students is a gross abuse of authority. I agree.
It is.
Rainbows
Plus, when they
and
flogged me
shapes.
then, they know what they
Now,
did.
reality.
At Rainbows and Shapes says, how are you punishing polytechnic students? Did they damage any school property? If they did, is frog jump the way to go? Ya Allah, I'm in the wrong country.
No, but generally, Polytechnic like advanced secondary school, so it's okay.
Ooh, yeah.
In all honesty.
Ouch. We got more messages, unfortunately, that we cannot take. Who's gonna give us a tip of the? This is thing we do where we call it just the tip. It's not what you're thinking. It's an advice, a roundabout advice for everything that we've talked about today. I think of where you're going to be giving us
Out.
just this roundabout advice. Everything that we've talked about today, put it in a ball, give an advice to everybody out there. Okay, so we're giving you just.
May no longer.
And
Just advise people based on all of these things
Yeah,
we talked about.
No, just your mind.
Very
just your
short.
Mind, just your
It's
mind.
easy.
Don't put your shoulder.
It's easy. Love God, do good, and love your fellow human beings.
Okay, Solo, take it again. That's all you want to say.
I should
You
do
guys
it
give me one
again.
more minute. Oh, yeah, talk your mind.
Love God, love your fellow
Okay,
people.
Solo
Sir,
now. Talk your mind. They don't.
my mind.
Take it again. Talk your mind. Talk your mind.
Okay, happiness is free.
Babe.
Love God.
Get
Love
over.
people.
I only love God.
Baba, if there is a-
Talk your mind.
Baba, if you don't love God, Baba, I don't know go wrong.
now.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
don't go wrong.
Hey,
You don't
yo,
love
talk
God.
your mind.
God love you.
thank you very
Baba,
much
go
for
still
being
do
with
what
us
you go to.
for
But love
Friday
God.
night here on the Black Table. It's always a fantastic time out with these guys. I don't know what I'll do without them on a Friday. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, K Solo, for coming around, man. Nice one. Mayor Vagungi, thank you, gang.
Thank you, Baba.
Adam,
You are the devil advocate.
Normally.
I hear you.
Normally.
You sabi.
Normally.
Eh, I hear you, Baba.
this is a true representation of guys.
Men are not vex, so. Men are not vex, I do like this. So. But now
Ladies and
reality,
gentlemen, thank you
that's
for
what we
joining
be.
us. Catch you guys
We
next
will
week.
fight.
Good night, or is it good morning? Goodbye.